And if you think that nobody cares, well, call me nobody, because I care. Good morning. I'm Favi Marti. Today I want to talk to you guys about why I gained 160 pounds. You didn't hear that wrong. I gained 160 pounds over the last 8 years of my life. It's definitely been a journey. I'm on the downswing of things, so in case you're a little worried about me, I'm working out. I'm working out. I'm eating right. I've been at it hard for the last 11 weeks as of this video, and I don't plan on stopping. I'm down 40.3 pounds as of this video, down to 331.1 pounds, down from 371.4 pounds. So a lot of people, see fat people out and about, and you think, well, that person is just lazy, or that person just doesn't care. And I can tell you from my personal experience, my weight gain was a symptom. It wasn't the problem. My weight gain was a symptom of things that I harbored. My weight gain was a symptom of never allowing myself to show emotion, because I'm a man and because nobody gives a shit about my feelings. My weight gain was how I coped with all the deaths in my life, with all the screwed up shit that I dealt with as a kid, whether that was physical or mental or emotional abuse or other things. My weight gain was a symptom of the pain that I didn't know how to feel. My weight gain was a symptom of not knowing how to let go. I gained 160 pounds from late 2014 to April 17th of 2022. Not all of that was linear. At first, I gained quite a bit of weight. I gained about 50 pounds, and I stayed at that weight for a little while, for couple years, maybe a little bit longer, and then I gradually increased, gradually gained more weight, and then I hovered around 280 pounds for a while, and then I stayed at that weight for a little while, and to about 2019 I weighed myself, and I weighed 305 pounds, and I was in utter disbelief because I was over 300 pounds. To me, that had been unfathomable, whereas 5 years before, I was at 213 pounds, and able to fit into a medium shirt and not be really tight or anything. Wear a large shirt with ease. That kind of thing. I was then wearing 3X shirts, and they were borderline tight. Over the next couple of years, I dealt with some things, and I shot up to 330, and then within the past year, I went from 330 to 365, and as of 11 weeks ago, I was 371.4 pounds. That's almost 400 pounds. But I know you guys don't want to hear about that. You guys came to know why an idiot would gain 160 pounds. Well, the thing about it is I never learned how to cope with my feelings. And I know some of you are like, Bobby, I love you, but you're beating a dead horse. We know you didn't know how to handle your feelings. Well, it's true. I didn't know how to handle my feelings, and I feel very strongly that a lot of people don't know how to handle their feelings, and that's why I'm so adamant about talking about it, because it's very uncomfortable for people. It's a very uncomfortable truth that a lot of us don't know how to handle our emotions. We just know that shit doesn't feel right, so we try to avoid it. We try to push it off to the side. We even try to deny it at times. No, that's not me. I'm not dealing with that. I'm all right. I'm cool. Nobody cares anyway, right? Yeah, I dealt with a lot of trauma growing up. I dealt with a lot of trauma as a teenager. Some of my closest friends got killed. I dealt with a lot of trauma in my 20s. Some very good friends that I made in trade school and in college died, whether it was through suicide or drugs, or just getting killed by people, getting killed by drunk drivers, whether it was the death of my ex-girlfriend, whether it was seeing people dead or people dying in my previous line of work, whether it was hearing, I'm sorry, yeah. One of the times that has gotten to me, over probably all of the times where I've seen someone dead, was hearing a woman screech this guy's girlfriend when she found out that her boyfriend was dead. That was some heavy shit. And from there, there was a lot of other things that I dealt with in my jobs, my previous career. A lot of very tense situations where I'm very lucky to be alive. And then there was other situations where some people that didn't really like me, they didn't really like what I stood for, what I was trying to do, the improvements I was trying to make in my life and in the life of the organizations that I worked for. Call it jealousy, call it what you will, but they tried very hard to get me fired, and fortunately for me, there was evidence contradicting the false accusations against me. But the investigations that were placed against me put me under a lot of stress. I was left in the dark a lot of the time. I didn't know, am I going to lose my job? What happens from here? Yeah, I know this probably isn't the video that some of you wanted to watch, but it's the honest truth. I didn't learn to deal with all the messed up things that happen along the way, and so that always ate into me. It ate into me since I was a kid. Honestly, when I was a teenager, I took up smoking and I took up drinking, and I used to do that excessively every single day. I used to get messed up every single night after school. I'd go and hang out with my older friends because they're cool and they had access to to booze and and then I was in trade school. I was far away from home. I didn't have access to alcohol, or at least not as much alcohol as I used to, but I did have access to cigarettes, and I became a very heavy smoker. And after that, when I got back out, I used to drink every now and then, but not like before. But I was very dependent on my smoking, and when I quit smoking, I became very dependent on my eating. And so that's how I dealt with my emotions. I would eat and eat, and sometimes, I'd even play games with it. It was like, I'm gonna go ahead and eat everything that I want. I'm gonna go ahead and try to beat my last record. I'm gonna try to out eat anybody. And that kind of gave me a twisted sense of significance. But in short, that's basically how I went from 213 pounds in I think it was July or August of 2014 to 371.4 pounds on April 17th, 2022. So the point of this video, I just wanted to share my experience. And the reason I wanted to share my experience is because I know that this is an underlying symptom in a lot of people's lives, whether it be that they can't lose weight or whether it be that they're addicted to certain substances like alcohol, tobacco, or other things. A lot of the time it's to cope with the pain that we never learn to accept and to feel and to process. A lot of the time, that's what it is. All the things that happen to us. And if you think that nobody cares, well, call me nobody, because I care. I really do care about you. I care about your well-being. I care about your success in this life. And that's why I want to keep doing these videos, because I want to help you out. I want to be that person who never gave up on you. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional again. It's just something that I really care about. I really care about helping people out because I know what it's like to be all alone, to feel all alone, and not know how to get out of that deep dark pit in life. Anyway, that's just part of the puzzle. I wanted to share that with you guys. It's very important, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next week.